How's it going? A pleasure as always to be here. It is the evening of April 17th, 2025, as denoted on the date below me. When I was setting up this stream, hat's crooked. There we go. When I was setting up this stream, I worked out a plug-in for the date down there. I was gonna have a live clock, but unfortunately, for reasons I don't understand, I could not get it to display in that classic MS-DOS font you see there. And ultimately, I cared more about the aesthetic and the integrity thereof than I did letting you know, at least for the purposes of VOD playback, exactly what time of day it is. So, I have deprived repeat viewers of critical information in the name of aesthetic. So yeah, how's everyone doing? I'm alright. I've been better, but I've certainly been worse. So we are here today to play a game that has been featured on a little podcast called Now We Know, starring me and Kevin Werkheiser. Kevin has not made an appearance on this stream before. Maybe that'll change someday. There's a little bit of work that I'd have to put in to convince him to come on here. Because, you know, it'd be a real rubber meets the road scenario. Presumably we'd have to play a competitive game, and maybe he's a little concerned about how that would go. No, not necessarily. If we were playing, say, a Street Fighter, I'm sure he would beat me. That said, if we were playing a game of, say, Puyo Puyo, I imagine I would win. I'm quite good at that game. So, today, that's right. Why, it's Bugs Bunny's Rabbit Rampage. I made Kevin play this on one of our video games of the 80s and 90s episodes. I forget which one. We've done a few of those. And perhaps more to come soon. In fact, I would go so far as to say definitely to come soon. I'm very excited to dive back into that well. That podcast series brought us such revelations as, gosh, isn't the Rocketeer Super Nintendo game just one of the worst video games ever made? The answer, yes. I have trouble thinking of a worse game. Really, not even a game. A series of lightly ordered mini-games. Every one of them, they are no greater than the quality of a mini-game that would play while, like a PlayStation game, is loading the next level of the real game. We've played some classics for that, such as Bomberman, the original Bomberman for NES, which was the first video game I ever rented as a child from my friends at Video Monde in Larkspur. Monde. I haven't taken French since high school, so I don't actually know how you're supposed to pronounce it, but world in French. The proprietor of that video store would later go on to own and operate another independent video store in Larkspur, California. And I recently learned that he has passed away. That's what reliable sources have told me. So, R.I.P. to him. Although I had a brush with him as an adult, and he wasn't very nice. But, all the same, in this instance, it's just a guy who owned a video store. I'm not going to wish ill on the dead. So, Bugs Bunny's Rabbit Rampage for the Super Nintendo. Boldly advertised, as perhaps you can see here, for its... Let's take a quick look here. Yes, boldly advertised for its 12 megs. 12 megs of power packed into this cartridge. And I would say, whatever else you want to say about the quality of the game, it does deliver on the visuals. It has the Bugs Bunny and Looney Tunes look. It gets that very well. I owned this game as a kid. I believe I got it as a birthday gift. I don't think I needed to. I think this is a game that you could be quite safe and happy merely having rented on one occasion. Probably two occasions if you wanted to beat it. It is, I recall it being quite difficult. Certainly when we came back to it for the show, Kevin, yes, that's right. Kevin had a very bad time of it. He didn't do too well. He was very grumpy. He had a lot of very negative things to say about it. And I think I'm a little softer on it than he is, but certainly a lot of these old Super Nintendo platformers, when I've come back to them as adults, as an adult, I have taken a somewhat more dim view of. Thank you again to my friends at Stumptown Coffee. If you're watching, still waiting for your call. So, yeah. This game, as you can see right here, got a cover for a Nintendo Power. I was a Nintendo Power subscriber in my youth. That's basically where you would go to get all your Nintendo news. It's Nintendo Power. Much as if you want your news about the United States of America, I think it's been defunded now, but once upon a time you'd go to Voice of America. Who could possibly be more impartial than that? This one got a lot of promo. Like, they pushed this one hard. Obviously, the Looney Tunes in the 90s were, they had a bit more juice than they have now. That was, right in the thick of, I don't quite recall. This surely came out before Space Jam. Somewhere around there, but, Space Jam starring Michael Jordan, a better movie than Space Jam starring LeBron James, though I don't think either one is good. One man's opinion. The Looney Tunes were certainly closer to their prime in these days. The cartoons were still on regular rotation on Nickelodeon. This is a phenomenon where you sort of grow up watching these classic cartoons that have been around for 20, 30, 40 years. I don't know if that's a relatable experience for kids nowadays. I feel like now they all watch the YouTube videos where there's 17 Venoms and they're all different colors and they're robbing a bank. Yeah. So, we'll see. I'm curious where this will slot in to the rankings. This will be the 7th game that we've played here on Mr. Christopher's Video Machine. And I don't know. This could really fall anywhere. It's going to have a lot to do with how well I do, I think. Because when I struggle with one of these SNES platformers, I get pretty fed up pretty quickly. So, let's just dive in and see what happens. Away we go.
Boom.
It's Marvin the Martian. Sunsoft. Sunsoft also made the Looney Tunes game Death Valley Rally. See, look, Bugs looks right. Bugs looks himself there, right? That's a classic Bugs look. You're not gonna turn up your nose at that, Bugs. Rabbit Rampage, a stately title. Maybe I'm working a little too hard to get excited for this. Alright, walk. Select for options. Push a... Push a high pie. Kick. The kick does not... I'll tell you about that kick. The hitbox not forgiving enough. You have to be so close to the enemy to kick them. Jump. Throw Acme device. Alright. I do like the wind up on his throw the device animation. Flip inventory left, and I have a feeling R1 will be flip inventory right. That's right. Spin. Oh, both at once. Okay. That's the one I always forget about. Duck. Don't like how he looks when he ducks. Push a low pie. As you can see, a lot of different moves Bugs has here. Drop into hole. Alright. Well, let's get to it. Let's get at it. Picturesque. Every frame a painting.
What's up, Doc?
Good question. Alright, got that high pie, got that low pie. What else could I need? Let's see here. Is there a limit on how much I can spin? Yes, spinning consumes my life bar. That's what I thought. Okay. You can probably tell I remember a couple things here. Oh, can I get up there? Come on. Aha. What? So I can't stand up there? I can just... I tell you what, extra lives are a good thing to have in this game. It'll shed some... Oh, God. He shouldn't be able to duck the pie like that. Oh, you son of a bitch. Okay. Yeah. Well. You know what Bugs doesn't do a lot of in the cartoon? Is get involved in physical brawls with dogs. Random dogs. Just gotta snuff them out quick. Because these, yeah, those ones point at you. And they show Elmer where to shoot his gun. Alright. So, let's see here. My inventory, I've got some dynamite, a couple pies. I have unlimited pies, but I think these are the good pies. These are the pies that really do damage, and then I've got some bones here. Which I assume will distract a dog. Let's see. There you go. God damn it! Okay. Well... that was a rather ignoble start, but... can I go down here? Is this the way to the one-up? No. So the brown ones I gotta polish off, because they'll spot for Elmer. The red ones I can just kind of avoid, because they're not gonna screw me over too bad. Alright. 2 for 1. Alright, I think what I just got is a deployable checkpoint. I think if I drop that arrow, I can save a point in a level to start from next time if I die. Fuck. No. Okay, getting back in the swing of things here. Shit. Oh, there he is. Oh, damn. Ugh. Need to deal with the scrubs first. Okay. Let's see. Ugh. Back this way, come on. Shit. Alright. Dancing through the raindrops here with these bullets. Yes! There you go. One down. Elmer Fudd defeated. I killed Elmer Fudd. Ugh. You know, I don't think I've ever once played this game and gotten any rating other than Southern Fried Rabbit. And you get to see his muscle droop like that. That is all my entire experience playing this game. But it's a tough game. I think that's a little too punishing, frankly. I think I did better than to get the lowest possible rating. But, you know, what can I say? I'm just hating on greatness, I suppose. As you can see, this game plays a little fast and loose with with the conventions. Changing the level number and just changing the scene. Oh. Okay. I'm off to a rough start on this one. Alright, yeah, so that was a deployable checkpoint I had before, because I don't have the item anymore. The target, I think, if an enemy walks... Oh, hey! 5,000 clams for Yosemite Sam. A bargain at any price. The bullseye, if an enemy walks over it, will drop an anvil on them, if I recall. Picking up some bombs. Now, one trick with this level, as I remember, a trick Kevin fell prey to on our podcast, is that there are sections where if you jump off here, the floor is just falling away and you will die. So you must advance with caution. Gotcha. I'm humming along so far. The good times are never gonna stop. Alright, yeah, see, now we got some of these holes in the ground. Tomato. Tomato, tomato. Carrots, more fruits, vegetables. Everything Bugs Bunny could need. Ugh. I got a lot of items now. Including this deployable checkpoint. I suppose I may as well use it now, because there's not so much left to this stage, I don't think. Why not? Let's take it for a spin. Bugs was here, so I will spawn there if I die. I could have saved it, but I don't actually remember how much deeper. Okay, I have to go up. Yeah, always be jumping. That's the lesson I'm getting here. If you're playing this, if you're playing an Earthbound game of Bugs Bunny Rabbit Rampage, you're gonna take a lot of damage, but if you're precise and aggressive with your jumping, you can dodge a lot of hits. Alright, I'm doing pretty well. Okay, I know what's coming up here. Time to fight one of my all-time favorite Looney Tunes villains. Look at him, there he is. You gotta credit them for picking a guy who cuts an imposing figure. Alright. What the hell? Doesn't work on you? Alright. Well, it's a shame. Guess I just gotta do this the old-fashioned way. Damn this shit. Ugh. Ugh. Can I get him without... Yes, okay. I'm not gonna get him without taking an L here. I think I'm giving as good as I've gotten here. Shit! I only got one more hit in me. I went on quite a run there without taking any. Fuck. Come on. Yes! Alright. Only lost one life. I'm through 2 levels. Oh, look at that. What do you know, Shishka Bugs? Hey, he still can't flex his muscle, but that's the first time my whole life playing this game I've gotten better than Southern Fried Rabbit, so. Yeah. It's pretty hard. If I didn't have sort of a pretty good sense of how this game goes from when I was a kid, this would not be going that well. The hitbox for your forward kick, which is your most powerful attack, is very unforgiving. The art design and the sprite work, though, is top notch. You gotta give it up to Sunsoft for this one. Some of their other Looney Tunes games, Death Valley Rally, like the Roadrunner looks okay. You play as the Roadrunner, but it's a little bit of a mess conceptually. It's not so much fun to play. It feels like it has a little bit of the energy of Sonic the Hedgehog, or that's what it wants to have. Like, the levels don't strictly speaking make as much linear sense. And the whole point is, well, let's go fast, just like the Roadrunner. But I would say even more so than in Sonic the Hedgehog, when I think the ambition to go fast is constantly being thwarted by level design in a way that can be frustrating. With Death Valley Rally, the Roadrunner, he's too big, he takes up too much of the screen, so you don't get a great sense of, like, it's just not as thrilling as you'd want it to be. This is definitely the best of the Looney Tunes games on the SNES. Although I guess I don't remember, there's also the Marvin the Martian Missions, I want to say. I think that's a Daffy starring game. I don't think I ever played that one. But this is neither here nor there. 2 levels in. I have already now gotten further than Kevin got playing this game for the podcast. Although I will note that we were doing like 8 games per one of those compilation episodes, so I don't remember what time limit we were working on. It could have been as little as 20 minutes, and given that I have some prior experience with this game, I'm not saying this to hate on him or fault his abilities in any way. I think I'm coming at this from a position of privilege. Evan is here in the chat. We have a handful of viewers right now. Evan is the only one chiming in. My dear brother, Evan. Hello, Evan. Yes, Kevin found dead in a ditch, he says. Yeah, I mean, look, I am better at this game than him. I don't think we recorded ourselves. Maybe we did. We probably only got audio of ourselves playing that for the Now We Know episode, but you'll just have to take my word for it that it was a real grind for him. And again, not his fault. His criticisms of some of the issues with this game are well-founded, but I have breezed through the first 2 levels, losing only a single life. And I think the next level is the bullfight level, which is sort of a fun concept level, not as challenging in platforming. We'll see. I should be able to get through it without losing a life, unless I've forgotten enough about it that I don't know how to make it work. But let's find out. Okay. So I gotta make the bull conk his head on a bunch of these boards. Whoop! El Switcho. Right, I gotta go to the switch first. Shit! Okay, well I did lose a life. I didn't realize I don't get a carrot refill. I thought I was at full health. Alright. Away we go. Gotta go hit El Switcho. Ugh. Shit. Ugh, well, so much for my big talk. He does a lot of damage. This guy hits hard. An anvil. This anvil will be useful when I'm on the way back, because I'm not going to have these target boards here to... Wall o' Doom. Alright. Now I just gotta get back to the other side. What? Come on. Ugh. There we go. Look, it's Michigan J. Frog back there. Looking pretty sad, I would say. Eyelids drooping, not looking too into it. We've got Sylvester the cat. I don't know who this cat is sitting next to Michigan J. Frog. That Granny Goose up there. Wily Coyote, Foghorn Leghorn, a random vulture. A lion? Is that lion a real Looney Tunes character? Some of these look like stock characters that I don't recognize from Looney Tunes. Who's the cow? Is that a real, proper Looney Tunes cow? Pepe Le Pew rooting for the bull. Is this game exclusively boss fights, Evan asks. No. The first 2 levels had bosses at the end, but they were platforming levels with enemies and obstacles. Level 1, Elmer Fudd. They make you fight the goat right out of the gate. Like having to play against LeBron James in round 1 of the playoffs, which, thankfully, your Golden State Warriors will not have to do this year. What do you guys think? Warriors or Rockets? I'm going to take the Rockets, because the Warriors never do better than when I'm rooting against them. And then in level 2, once you get to the end of the saloon, as I think you may have seen at the very end, you fight Looney Tunes icon, Nasty Canasta. That fight was not too challenging. Elmer Fudd was a little harder. His bullets were moving a little faster and making me work more. But the first 2 bosses in this game both have guns that fire cartoon bullets that move and behave erratically. Nasty Canasta's bullets sort of are like little people, though. And Elmer Fudd's are not. They are just zany bullets. Alright, back at it. There you have it. All you gotta do is get him to bonk his head on the metal wall, and he's down for the count. That bull has CTE now. His whole world's gonna change. And his family's world. Eagle-eyed viewers will note that level 1 was marked 1.1. Level 2 was 1.2, but then got bounced around to 2.1. The bull level was level 400, and now we're at 1.3. Someone is playing fast and loose with these levels. Oop. As I recall, I lost a lot of health and lives on this level. This is one I don't care for. This is the little pigs. I never liked these fucking pigs. I didn't like it when the Looney Tunes tried to dive into conventional, fairy tale fare. Look, it's the house made of straw. Shit. This motherfucker. Gah. Alright. Got him this time, though. Already got the cork. What is the cork? Oh, right. I can use the cork to plug his mouth. I should save that for one of the tougher wolves, though. Fuck! Ugh. Alright. Is there something down? One of these, there's something down there if I drop down. Should I risk it? Let's try it. Nope. I shouldn't have done that. Good music. It's got the right energy. Huh. Drop that checkpoint once I get to the final wolf. Oh, come on. Fucking moron I am. Another cork. Ugh. I'm on the wolf side. I'm sick of these pigs. This is sort of like the beginning stage of Metal Gear Solid 4. I can side with the pigs, I can side with the wolves, but they're both gonna come after me if I get in their way. Okay, may as well use the cork for the next one. Ooh. Something over here? Yes. See? The things you remember. Damn near 30 years since I played this, and I remembered that I could go in here. Oh, God, my fucking life. I have 2 of these checkpoints now, so no harm in... Well, I also have 0 lives, it doesn't even matter. Alright, here's the house made of brick. Go down the chimney. Hey, I can. Alright. He's in for a rude awakening this time. Ugh. Here you go, motherfucker. Enjoy. Really behaved abominably to that fellow. He never had a chance. Ah! Ah! Ugh. Okay. Again, checkpoint doesn't really matter, but I guess I'll use it. Jam. What does the jam do? Something good. That's an important one, right? Ugh. I think the jam just sticks the gingerbread man or something like that. In my head, I was like, is this like a Master Belch situation? I can't make that jump, can I? Okay. You fucker. Out of here. Ugh. Ugh. Nope, nope. No! come on. Can I throw this in midair? No. Ah! Fucking god damn it. No! No! Oh! Oh. No. No. Everyone just stay away from bugs. This looks really fun. You know, this is definitely the least fun level. This level is overstaying its welcome. The other levels, difficulty aside, and again, with no prior knowledge of them, they would be a lot more difficult than they have been for me. This one is taking its time. I thought once I was done with the third wolf, I'm home free. But as it turns out, there's a whole pastiche going on here. Oops. Oops. Oh, no. No! Oh, fuck. I can see you start to sweat as you consider ranking this below Manhunt. It's an interesting question. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Oh, so that works for the continue, so I should have put one of those down. Alright. Oh, I still have more. I would caution you against jumping to conclusions here, Evan. This may well finish above Manhunt. We'll see. Manhunt was a bit of a drag. I wasn't as good, like, I'm better at this than I am at Manhunt, so you have to sort of control for the skill level you bring to it. Ugh. Alright. Huh? What? How do I... What am I supposed to do to this fucker? Ugh. Huh? So I'm just supposed to hit him in the nose when he does that? Did I cause that somehow? Ugh! Great. So I guess it's just a waiting game. Ugh. This is the same thing as the wolves. It's the same sound when he sneezes. I should have saved some corks. Maybe this jam will do something. Ugh. Okay. Alright, maybe the jam will help. Let's see if this jam helps me. Yep. Nope. Boom. What does that jam do? It must just be for the gingerbread men to slow them down. Okay, well, I've figured it out. I've cracked the code. Is there anything as satisfying as when you figure out how to beat the boss, and then it's all just execution? Just like a classic Mega Man boss. Whew. Man, Nintendo Power was crazy about this game. They really wanted you to buy this one. I think not much in the way of replay value. I think a rental would be fine. Have to do this all with the jam sitting there, a testament to my folly. Really thought that jam would do something. Hey! Alright. Onwards and upwards. I gotta say, less than an hour in, I'm already at level 2001. This game not as good, to my memory, as the Tiny Toons game Buster Busts Loose. That is a much better game than this, if memory serves me right. Should have done that. Oh, it's Marvin. Sound off in the chat. Who do you like more, Marvin the Martian or the Great Gazoo? I think I'm a Marvin the Martian guy. Granted, my most recent exposure to the Great Gazoo was the version of him as portrayed in the Flintstones' Viva Rock Vegas, portrayed by the lovely Alan Cumming. These freaks. Oop. Ugh. I can't kick like this. I like that he can shrink his friend. That's fun. You know, I'm just glad that my skill level at this game is high enough. Oh. What an inopportune moment for me to say that. My skill level at this game is high enough that I'm getting deep enough into it that I don't have to grade it on that basis. I can really just drill into how fun it is to play. Everything else being equal, what a triumph. That's just a bum-om. Ba-bomb? Bum-om? How do you say it? I know they say it in the movie. The original movie. Ba-bomb. But now, as I'm imagining it written out, shouldn't it be bomb-om? Clearly, I'm a little rusty on all that. What? How am I meant to get the one-up and still survive? I mean, I guess I can farm one-ups if I want to. Get the one up front here. And then get that one. Oh, it's gone. Okay, well. What the fuck do I know? It's Bob-omb, not Bomb-omb. Okay. Bob-omb. I'll take your word for it, Evan, as a member of the media. A well-known member of games media. Evan is part of the dishonest games media that, that's ruined my life. Everything was so simple. Back before grown-ups started having opinions about video games. Am I right, folks? Hey, a mirror. I wonder what that does. Can I get in there? Gotta be a way in. Huh, simple. What does this mirror do? It's true, Evan was a big part of why Gamergate started. Evan was once referred to as, what was it, Sinister and Evil by one of Gamergate's foremost intellectuals? I forget what exactly he said, but... oh, fuck me. What was it, Evan Tognotti's not just a dishonest little, such and such. He's far worse than that. This coming from a man who tried and failed to style himself after Anton LaVey. Yes, Evan in his games media days was attacked by a prominent. I guess I might argue he was sort of one of the glommers on to Gamergate. Certainly a figure in the matter, but also a bit ancillary. More of just a stock misogynist who hopped on the bandwagon. And I quote, "It's not just that Tognotti is an evil little manipulator. It's far worse than that." He was more famous for making... Yes, he's a right-wing misogynist who made a short film called Love in the Time of Heartbreak. I would imagine you can find it on YouTube. Go ahead and take a look at it. It's a real humdinger. One of the funnier things about that whole sordid affair. So, wait, I just came this way, didn't I? Or have I gotten turned around? No, okay. Here we go. Checkpoint, baby. You know, the different, all the stuff you can pick up, the items, some of them are like Looney Tunes appropriate, but a lot of them just do the same thing. Like, what's the difference between the pie and the tomato? And what's the difference between the pie I have to pick up and the pies that I can just throw by default? Push a high pie, push a low pie. I mean, obviously the ones I pick up, you can actually throw with some distance, but... Kick him right in his fat ass. There we go. Another mirror. Maybe this is a black mirror, huh, gang? Imagine if Bugs Bunny were trapped in outer space. Boy, this... Again, the first two levels... The first two levels of this, whatever you want to say about them, they were pretty breezy. They're like, you know this. It's Bugs' Hole, Bugs' Woods, there's Elmer Fudd. The last two are really straining my attention. Like, you know, they're like, alright, we gotta start vamping here. How many space cars can Bugs jump on? I guess this is going to be the third one of these mirrors I'm going to grab, so I should really use one just to see what it does. I guess I'll do that now. My guess is it's some sort of deflector that will be useful somehow. I mean, if all it does is deflect the little shrink ray they shoot, like, the items that are supposed to be deployed against generic enemies, like, the generic enemies aren't enough of a challenge to really warrant that. Frankly, the dogs in the first level were tougher than any generic enemies I've really faced since, because the orange dogs, they do a little duck and weave and they punch you in the face. They rear back a dog fist and they cold cock bugs right across the jaw. And the brown ones, they are spotters for Elmer Fudd. So you don't finish them off fast enough, you get a Fudd bullet in your face. But these guys, these laser gun carrying birds, are not getting it done. Nor are the turrets. Then there's the bob-ombs. That trio has not made for a scintillating level. And yeah, well, not to belabor the point. Oh, back at it. Oh, my mistake. Alright, let's try this mirror, shall we? Alright, well, I guess that's sort of along the lines of what I expected. It's some sort of thing to reflect some sort of thing. Probably that thing, or this thing, or something else that I don't actually really need help dealing with. Marvin! Whew! Alright. Drop this checkpoint. Ooh, what's the idea here? Where am I going? Ugh. Is it just Marvin? I just gotta fuck with him? Blow this motherfucker up. Where'd he go? Can't seem to hit him. Just gotta go back this way. Okay. Keep moving. Gain ground. Eventually it'll be over. Oh. Well, at least that was creative. I hadn't seen that yet. Alright. Huh? Oh. There's one up over there. Where am I supposed to be going? Okay. What? Oh, did I just pick what level I'm going to? Going to Tasmania, huh? I could have been going to Pismo Beach. Okay. That level was the worst of them yet. So that is worrisome. The levels have steadily been getting worse. Alright, Tasmania it is. I guess branching levels, that's fun, right? Petrified trees. Oh no, it's the dreaded Taz. I tell you what, I never... What? Alright, well, I sort of assumed there was something over there I could... Oh. When I was a kid, I did not like Taz. Not my Looney Tunes. That may partially be because I was a child of the 80s and 90s, so in the 90s you got into like the Attitude era of Looney Tunes when they're like, here's a sweatshirt with like Taz, but he's got like a backwards baseball cap. I hated that shit. And Taz was kind of at the forefront of that. Like he was the Looney Tune for like, you know, for the Rough Riders. Uh-oh. Let's get me out of here. Where's the parrot? Get me out of here. What? some nuance to dealing with these guys I'm not getting. Maybe jumping on them is making it worse. I thought that I was sort of, saving their energy by doing that. No! Okay. Gotta stand right on the edge of the beak so that I... Oh! Okay. Here, go for it. Dumb motherfucker. What's more embarrassing? Oh, God. What do you guys think? What's more embarrassing? Eating a fake turkey that is actually dynamite, or trying to fuck the lady that Bugs has built out of dynamite? God. Just seems like a rather taxing trial and error process here. Unless there really is something I'm not fully grasping with it. Is there one behind him? This stinks. Wish I'd gone to Pismo Beach instead of Tasmania. Am I kidding? I don't fucking know. I'm not gonna get this shit. Okay. Right. Here you go. Eat up. Doesn't seem like that does much to damage him. So what's the idea, huh? The fuck? Just have to drag him off the cliff endlessly? Is that the idea? It's a little ill-considered. Okay, come on. How many times are we gonna do this? This is excruciating. Here he comes. Bet you any sum of money this is not what I'm supposed to be doing, and if it is, then this is not very good game design, I would say. It can't be this, it's too simple. It's too easy, it poses no challenge to me at all to just keep doing that. There's nothing else to do. I can't hurt him. Unless I have to spin my... Oh. Ugh. Great. Alright. As a self-professed not a Taz fan, not a Tasmania man, nor a Devil fan, I can't say this is endearing me anymore to the icon. Away we go. Oh, there was one up. Say what you will, but every time Taz pops up, it's damn funny. It's just very entertaining, and I love to see it. Oh, shit. Ooh! Whew! Alright, Taz, old buddy. Over here. Fine, whatever. Oh my god, I gotta do this multiple times. Back over here. Move it. We've all got places to be. Oh, come on. He does not turn on a dime like that very often. But when he does... Go for it. Dumb motherfucker. Oh look, it's the petrified tree. This is the same fucking thing as the bull. Just make him break through these things until he hits one that's too hard and he hurts his whittle head. Hurry up and die, you terrible man. Come on. I cannot tolerate this anymore. Ugh. Please be over. This stinks. There's no checkpoints in this either. I'm just gonna have to start over if he hits me again. I haven't really been able to avoid getting hit by him doing this yet. Alright, here we go. Come on. Fuck! No! Hang on. Just a sec. Okay. All this takes All this requires is good fundamental play. Simple tactics, simply prepared. Okay. Gotta lock in, here we go. Ugh, it's you. Even taking that hit might be the end of me if I can't get him to hit that tree without taking damage. Fuck, was that one I was supposed to catch? There we go. Great. Do those damage him even? Is that making it easier for me if he eats too many of those, or is it just a stall? Ugh. Come on, Taz, old buddy. I don't Oh, thank God. Ugh. Taz. Wife caught him slipping, huh? Come on, boys. You know. You know. That was rough. I stand by what I mean, that was, yeah, every successive level of this has been worse than the last. The opening level with Elmer Fudd is the best level I've played yet. Okay. But it's not over yet. I've only been at this for like hour 10. Some manner of foul laboratoire. Ugh. What's that melody from originally? Is that Looney Tunes originally? The it's a stand. You hear it everywhere, but I don't know where it originated from. Sound off in chat if you know. Guessing I'm not supposed to go in that grindery looking thing. Can I jump over and touch that bar? Or does that hurt or kill me? I'm gonna guess it does hurt or kill me. Yoink! Well, hey. Get my health back. A worthy trade. One moment. My apologies. We are back. Yeah, just household business that is encroaching on our personal freedoms more and more. It's terrible what this country's come to, isn't it, folks? So, let's get back to it. What was... Oh, right, I'm in this laboratory. Okay. Oh, shit. One continue left. This may be the end of the run here, because, well, depending on how well I do. I don't think I'm likely to get back here, I'll put it that way. Fuck! Oh. I'm not dead. Okay. Seemed like that would be a more serious situation than it was. Oh, I'm so fucking sick of these little freaks. Alright. Get away from me! Sorry, oh my god. Coming apart at the seams here. There's gonna be another one. There's always gonna be more. Could have gotten a lot more out of that. No. All right. I think this is continuing the trend of each level being worse than the previous level. They're also getting less and less distinctly like Looney Tunes levels. Like, where am I right now? I guess I'm in the Acme factory. Like, this is very generic and not really discernibly in the Looney Tunes spirit, I would say. Okay. I'm not gonna give in to the tyranny of the mind that this game is trying to foist upon me. It's trying to defeat me through vanquishing me mentally. It's the mindset game. That's what's happening here. Oh, God. Alright, we're gonna use this little fucking tank. How about that? Let's see how you like this miniature tank. I don't even know when those guys are showing up. They get on you so fast. Ugh. That's right. I thought I could do that. Okay. I guess not. Damn it. Just fucking die. Oops. Is it gonna come back? Good. There's nothing over here. Okay. We all having fun out there? I haven't killed a single one! Every single one of these hits me! Ah! Okay. Okay. Come on, get over here. Oh! Ugh! Ugh! Fucking fuck! really see how I'm gonna... Okay. Ah! I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry. Oh, hey, look. It's Wile E. Coyote. Hmm? What's he doing? Oh, he's sending out more of these guys. I love these guys, yep.
That's all, folks.
So, regrettably, we will not be having the 2-hour streaming window tonight, the 2-hour gameplay window tonight, because I'm not getting back there, and I'm not going to endeavor to play through the 6 or 7... Excuse me. Almost threw up in my mouth a little bit. The 6 or 7 levels I would have to, even to get back to that one. Early on, I thought, you know what? Not so bad. The sprites look good. The music, it's nothing to write home about, but some of it feels in Looney Tunes spirit, at the very least. And, you know, Bugs looks good. Who doesn't like Bugs Bunny, right? I like Bugs Bunny. Those old Looney Tunes cartoons, many of them, very funny. As good today as they were 60 years ago. But I say this sincerely, I don't think I've played too many games where I really did feel like every successive level was worse than the one that preceded it. I think that was, unless I'm forgetting anything, I'm pretty sure that was true in this case. Bugs' Woods, Elmer Fudd, the height of this game, that first level. Even with the dog enemies, which frankly were too much for Kevin when he played this. This game got a basement review on Now We Know. Patreon.com/Now We Know for those of you who are curious about our premium feed. And just type Now We Know into Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. You'll probably find us. And then as I'm playing it, I'm thinking, well, maybe the real issue here is that Kevin wasn't very good at this game. I clearly was better at it, but I don't feel like the game was interested in rewarding me for my relative proficiency. That was a pretty frustrating experience. I apologize for barking into the microphone in anger and disgust in the manner that I did. It's not good on mic etiquette, but it was sincere. It was deeply felt, let's say. And yeah, I guess this is Kevin's revenge at the end of the day. I thought I could one-up him by being better at this game and proving that, whatever your opinion of it, it wasn't as bad as he thought it was. But in that factory level, my Waterloo, all of the problems with the game came into the sharpest possible focus. None more so than those little fucks. Those tiny robots that get on you so fast. But also not so fast. It's the kick, the upward kick, doesn't extend at all. It's like you have to be right up against the enemy to land that kick. And even if you are, the hitbox feels swimmy. It doesn't feel consistent. And those enemies with the electrocution, it felt like I had even less margin for error. Like, it felt like half the time I was getting the kick off. What am I saying? Half the time. I didn't kill but 2 or 3 of them the whole run without taking damage. Yeah, so the deficiency of that kick came into pretty stark relief. I kept forgetting to spin. And if I had been spinning, maybe I could have just barreled through some of them, but spinning burns life bar. And I didn't feel like I had a lot to spare. I mean, I burn the life bar on spinning, or I take the damage trying to kick them. I don't know what the better bargain is in terms of health left over. I got to the boss. Wile E. Coyote there was the boss of that level. And I think that may have been the penultimate level of the game. I think I did beat this as a kid. Warning, warning, spoilers incoming for Bugs Bunny Rabbit Rampage in 3, 2, 1. The final boss of the game is Daffy Duck, who, as it turns out, is the sinister animator. It's sort of a play on that classic Looney Tunes thing where Bugs is, the animator's fucking with Daffy the whole time, and at the end you see it's Bugs. It's an inversion of that where Daffy is doing the same to Bugs in this game. I think his level comes right after the Wile E. Coyote Acme Factory level. Unless I'm really forgetting something. Oof. Yeah, not a good game. Not a good game at all. And I guess I should have been a little... I have an eyelash in front of my eye. What's going on here? Sorry, everyone. My eye is getting irritated. Something in there. It's definitely an eyelash or something. I'm not crying. I'm not crying about Bugs Bunny. You know, they made I played a fair amount of Looney Tunes themed games as a kid. For the NES, obviously there was Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle. I know a lot of people who played that. I played that on one occasion, I believe, on an NES in the home of somebody my mother knew in Napa County at the time. I remember taking the long drive up the freeway to Napa, California, wine country. I was young enough that my mom told me it was a, quote, long stretch to Napa. And I was young enough that I misinterpreted that to think that, like, the process of getting to Napa was somehow going to physically stretch me. And I was very unnerved by this idea. I'm pretty sure at that house that we went to, I was distracted and kept busy with a copy of Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle. And then, for the NES, a game I actually had, I may have received it for my birthday, appropriately, was Bugs Bunny's Birthday Bash, Birthday Blowout. Can't remember. I think it was Blowout. I think there's candles on the box. And that is a pretty straightforward but serviceable platformer. I liked that game, as I recall. I was very young, but I had a fun time with it, and I was happy to have it. I played it a bunch. The music was a little repetitive, as I recall. Pardon me. And then in school, I remember we had, on the PCs at my elementary school, there was a Bugs Bunny game. It was like a castle crawler. I remember it was rendered all... It was one of those old computer games where the color palette was like all pink and purple. And maybe Bugs was blue, I want to say. Or he might have been the same color as everything else. But you're navigating a castle and you're running into the big red monster guy, Gossamer. He's in there. That was probably the least of those three games, if memory serves. And then, as I referenced earlier, for the SNES, you get this. You get Daffy Duck's Marvin Missions, Marvin the Martian themed thing. Duck Dodger, is that it? Maybe it's Duck Dodger. And then, of course, you have Death Valley Rally, the Roadrunner, and you have this. My initial impression was that this was the best of the Super Nintendo ones. The reality is that I'm pretty sure all three of those are made by Sunsoft. And having seen what they did with this, it's an open question to me whether they had a better game than this in them. I did play Death Valley Rally. I did not enjoy it very much, but I don't think it made me as angry as this did. It really is funny. Like, I was sort of cruising along early on, but your ability to enjoy this game only extends as far as your ability to overcome how punitively challenging some of it is, and the challenge is really coming from sticky, clunky controls, and the concepts for the stages are so rudimentary at points. Like, I'm stunned that they... I guess I could have skipped the Taz stage, it seems like. Because I saw one of the teleporters said Pismo Beach. Presumably I could have landed in a different one. But the Taz level was incredibly interminable. And the way you beat him at the end is just the same thing as the bullfight. It's just lure him over here, smash him through these things, then have him bonk his head. Although you had to have him bonk his head like 5 times instead of once. Yeah. Evan, in the chat earlier, said, and I quote, "I can see you start to sweat as you consider ranking this below Manhunt. And you know what, Evan? You're wrong. I'm not going to sweat at all. There's no case existing anywhere in my mind that this game is better than Manhunt. It is comfortably worse than Manhunt. Which means the only drama can be, well, is it also worse than Haunting starring Poltergeist? Graphics better. Art design better in this than Haunting starring Poltergeist. Baseline concept worse. But Haunting starring Poltergeist executes its concept so poorly and so flimsily that how much can you really grant it? How much goodwill can you extend? You know, I'll put it to you this way. If I were using, say, like a Letterboxd, a star rating system, Haunting starring Poltergeist and Rampage would have the same number of stars. And then you'd have to read my review to find out which I really disliked more. As it stands, I think narrowly this is better than Haunting starring Poltergeist. There were portions of playing this game where I was in a groove and I was excited to keep going. It all fell apart once you get to the fairy tale stage, the fourth level. The first level, you know, hey, it's Elmer Fudd, an icon. Who doesn't want to stick their finger in Elmer Fudd's gun? The second stage, Nasty Canasta. I guess it is a little like, if you're trotting out Nasty Canasta in your second level, like, that's a little tough, right? I mean, what, was the version of Wile E. Coyote that fucks with the sheepdog busy? I really liked the talking coyote from the sheepdog cartoons. I think there was a period of time where I preferred those ones to the Roadrunner ones. Although now you watch those Roadrunner ones, you're like, is this what started comedy? Yeah, and then the bullfighting one, it's like, well, this is kind of cute. But once you get deeper into it, you realize, no, why did they have that bullfighting level in there when they did? Total desperation. We're 3 levels in and we're all out of ideas, folks. So, yeah. It does narrowly beat out Haunting starring Poltergeist. So we will update the list. There we have it. This was a hard-fought stream. We had obviously a brief interruption in the middle, which I'm sorry for. I didn't want to have to step away and deal with that any more than you wanted to watch me. Yeah. I'm a bit deflated by this one. That's right, Evan. Victory for Manhunt. Manhunt is now the 5th best game ever made. So, the list in descending order of value: Zelda 2, Mega Man 5, The King of Dragons, ActRaiser 2, Manhunt, Bugs Bunny Rabbit Rampage, and Haunting starring Poltergeist. Notably, the order that I played these: King of Dragons was the first episode, then ActRaiser 2, then Mega Man 5, then Zelda 2. I think that was the order. But the last 3 we've played have all come in in the dregs. When we were working our way through this list, when I did Zelda 2, Kevin was triumphalist. He loves that game, and he said, "Long may it rain." And at this point, it's outlived 3 attempts on its life. Granted, I would not have predicted that any of these. Another notch on its belt for Manhunt, Evan says. Yeah, you know what? I think Rabbit Rampage would have been better if it had been a bit more of a rampage. I think I needed Bugs to give me some honest-to-God grade A gore. And then maybe I would have bumped him up to the 5 slot. Well, I'm glad to have done this one. I am. And I'm glad that I was good enough at it that I made a deep run. In relatively short order. Given that I think I went for about an hour and 40 minutes, and I was pretty close to the end, I guess that means that if you know what you're doing, you could pretty easily knock this game out in 2 hours. That's not really, it doesn't really feel acceptable to me. But, I mean, the game does look good. It is, as the cartridge advertises, 12 megs. 12 megs of gaming power. And I suppose that's because of the graphics, mostly. But I don't know. Does it look that good? Bugs looks good. The levels don't look that good. And again, seems like it's a pretty short game. Great. Well, I think that's it for tonight. My mood is no longer pensive. I can't very well sell that one. My mood is now frustrated. And my biorhythm is... what is my biorhythm? I don't have enough room for enough characters for biorhythm. I have to lower the font size. Well, let's just say... bulky. I have a bulky biorhythm right now, thanks to this game. Thank you all for watching. I see we had a number of viewers today. Evan holding it down in the chat, as he always does. Not always, but one of my most loyal fans. By dint of blood. And yeah, we'll be back at some point. I'm hoping the next one I do will be a winner. I need a win. Like Conor O'Malley straining his mouth to get around that egg bite. I need a win. And unfortunately, Bugs Bunny Rabbit Rampage, which I chose in my arrogance to try to show Kevin up, was not a win. It was a devastating loss for me. And perhaps for you, the viewing public. So, I'm gonna go back to the lab. I'm gonna lick my wounds. And I'm gonna think about what comes next. Until then, I bid you all adieu. Have a good night.